remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. her my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. Yeah. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December. Hope her my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. Yeah. God enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know this is officially Music Monday. Appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. Definitely, as y'all go in and out, definitely smash the like button. Really goes a long way. And of course, sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Normally, this would be the time that I introduce my homie Dunks, but I think Mondays just be kind of probably busy for him. So salutes to Dunks. He has a link if he wants to join the live. He makes it in time. If not, I understand. I'll see you on Sold Out, my brother. But other than that, man, tonight's topic, man, I just want to dive into. I'm going to be on this exactly right on the hour mark, to the best of my knowledge. I guess his name is Foolio. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Was pronounced dead. To like, I want to say like what, yesterday? Kind of caught me off guard, or was it either earlier this morning? Now I'm not a big fan of his music because I have checked it out. I did do a little bit of background check before I did the live, and he definitely had a hit under his belt for sure. And I hate to see stuff like this happening time and time again each and every year in the hip hop world. But we're gonna keep it moving. Not saying that definitely RIP, but I'm saying we're gonna transition to other topics as well. Diddy drops $60 million lawsuit, so we'll see what's going on with Mr. Diddy. Keep in mind too, guys, I really don't want to go on a Diddy rant tonight, but what I want to say is, like, y'all keep in mind that the feds came to all of his cribs, and he is they have yet to come out to say what he's officially being charged with, you know. And the feds usually don't get it wrong. But I mean, think about it. It's been over 3, probably going on 4 months. And Diddy has yet to see any handcuffs. And we don't know what's going on. And to the best of my knowledge, he hasn't left the country. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's not allowed to really travel right now. But, you know, he had to drop a lot of his businesses and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I'm going to see what the latest that's going on with the Didster. I know he did delete all of his social media. Like, recently, but at the same time, I mean, like, who's to say Diddy was really running that anyway? I'm assuming they had a guy, you know, no disrespect, but I don't think that was actually Diddy himself posted on his own account. But then again, who knows? I could be wrong. And then we're gonna transition to Keefe D apparently post bail. Definitely want to touch on that one tonight. We're gonna start off with Foolio because that one I should be able to get through real quickly, and then I want to transition ironically to the Keefe D situation, and then to close out the end of the night's live, we'll talk about Justin Timberlake's DUI, or what do I think about it, because I think from what I saw from my research today, he said, and I feel like everybody say this, and this is all alleged, but everybody always say, like, I haven't been drinking, or I'm not really, and you may not be. I want to say this too, and I don't want to come off like I'm defending Justin Timberlake, because I'll read through the article later through the live, but one thing I don't like about the driving while intoxicated, which is DUI, or the driving while intoxicated. Yeah, driving while intoxicated, or driving under the influence, or driving under the influence, if I'm not mistaken. Which we can break down the laws later tonight and see which one is which. But I think we got a pretty much understanding what a DWI is and what a DUI is. Pretty much DUI is like pretty much it's same concept, but we'll see what the major difference is too, because it can be slightly confusing. Y'all know y'all always say I'm the law guy, so we'll go from there. But I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna start with Foolio first, and then we'll transition from there. Definitely RIP to him. It's happening too much in hip hop time and time again, man, where I feel like a lot of this shouldn't be going down, man. I was just thinking earlier before I started the live, I'm like, man, if you got an op like that bad, bro, like, come on, man, y'all, it ain't nothing y'all can talk it out. Now, one thing y'all could probably arguably say and be like, well, if one family member took out another family member or someone close to them, and that's just kind of what it is. But what originally started it, and we can take it all the way back to Dirk and Lil Von, or Dirk and Von, and that situation with Condo Rondo, and a lot of people gave Dirk that hard time for like not sliding for Von. I'm gonna be 100. I'm pretty sure Dirk is trying to move correctly. He don't want to take it all risk. Now Von was wild, man. R.I.P. to Von as well. He had talent, but you know, he had also. I seen ironically, right? And I don't know if I can pull it up, but they did a comparison of who had the most mugshots, and Von had the most mugshots by far. You know, meaning he been in and out that many times. Like that, people in the comments were like, "Yo, Von might as well say he spent most of his, teenage years in there." Like literally, somebody pointed out, and I'm not trying to disrespect Von, but also somebody pointed out, pretty much was like, "Yo, Von started his dreads being locked up, and we watched the transformation of his dreads throughout his time that he went in and out. Like he went from like to having a low cut to dreads longer than mine, if not longer." Let me touch the chat real quick before I dive right into the article as well, man. Y'all smash that like button as y'all commenting out. Really appreciate it as well, man. Really goes a long way. And I don't know if I said it earlier, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's free to sign up. Talk a little bit of everything over there, from music to sneakers, and you got it. But I'm pretty sure I said at the beginning of the live. So we got Hunter in the building, says, "Yerp. What up, Hunter? What up?" He says, "Packing a bowl right now." Mac 285 in the building says, "Great lineup, Polo. Appreciate that. Thank you." Says Mac, got the salute. He says, "Diddy came to an agreement most likely." I mean, yeah, if you can't beat it, and I've said this time and time again with my own legal stuff that I faced back in the day, I damn near had to settle and or plead guilty to all of them. I never won any of my legal cases. My dad pointed out, well, you did win because, hell, if sometimes you just got to know when to let it go, and just accept fate, unless they just got something crazy on the table. But the stuff I did was just typical, just growing up type of shit. Stuff that really, looking back on it, it really was stupid. Max says, I don't respect DUI or DWI drivers. I lost a family member to a DWI driver, and that's usually how it goes, man. RIP, sorry about that. Everybody always says there's too many options out here now to not even be involved in that, but it could be something as quickly where people probably just don't think about it. My thing is, you need to judge your engagement. I'm not saying drive DUI or DWI at all, but my thing is this, like, bro, if you really can't focus, if you really, and the thing too, Justin Timberlake's situation too, obviously he was leaving an event. I know the homies is like like probably on the same level he is allegedly, but somebody got to be the one that, like, hey man, and not saying there wasn't nobody to try to do that, because apparently from what I got from the research on the Justin Timberlake situation is they actually tried to come and help him and convince the cop, like, in Porter, who he is, card this, that, and the third, and hey man, you don't got to do this, and homie did his job. Mac 285 says, "Thanks my guy." No problem, man. I've lost people close to me. In fact, I have lost a family member that was under the influence as well. I wouldn't say I was much younger, but he's still a family member. But I'm pretty sure we will remember each other. But I was also really young when it happened. Actually, I can think of another one where even worse. So these situations that I'm thinking of, while they didn't hurt anybody, they end up harming themselves because they got, they lost control of the car and they didn't make it, and where I'm from, man, it's the middle of nowhere and there's no much like street lighting out there, so you gotta really, and it was pitch black, so like, bro, you gotta really be careful driving at night. Like when I go back to the crib and I have to drive at night, which I can see, but you still, like, there's no way I would want to drive that under the influence. You know what I'm saying? Or while, driving while intoxicated. Max says, I don't smoke and drive out of respect. It's the best feeling though. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I don't, my thing is this, whatever you're going to do, your weapon of choice, pick a plan, bro. Like, my thing is this, whatever I like to do in my spare time, like me, I'm having a cold one right now. But I'm also made sure I've done everything I need to do for the day. Worst case scenario, I make sure whatever it is, I have to do it in this house. Like I'm not leaving this house for anything. And that's just what it is. I got some snacks already prepped for me that I'm about to probably smash after the live. And yeah, man, I'm pretty much gonna be my night. And I got some other stuff I gotta work on. But other than that, let me read through the chat again. It says, Max says, my condolences to you, bro. Appreciate it, man. One of them I was really, really super duper close to, man. I want to get a portrait of him, but reality is it's hard to find a good picture back in the day, because this was the time where we have them on the pictures where you take the joint and print the picture out right there in front of them. Good picture, but it's hard. Like it's also not very. It's like, you know what I'm saying. That's gonna be, you know what I'm saying. I'm looking for a bigger picture, which I do think I can find. Like I think they got a high school picture joint I can get from one of the family members. I just gotta get them to get it to me. Let's see. Max says, gotta be responsible 100. Yeah, man. My thing is this, and I've done similar situations where I ain't had no business being there, this and the third, bro. But I'm glad I don't put myself in that situation anymore, man. So let me share my screen. We'll go through the Foolio story, and then we'll transition into pretty much the Keefe D situation, because that's covering Tupac. You guys should be seeing my screen right now. So it says, Foolio killed in apparent ambush following birthday celebration, which that's what I did. I did see him online because, I mean, homie sticks out and you can tell he's a Florida guy, you know, which is not a necessarily bad thing. In fact, one thing before I even get to the article, I remember when he had got shot in the foot and he was in the hospital. So it was people, he's been on somebody's target for quite some time. Now, I don't know who they are, but obviously, you know, from what I got from it, I also read through a few like Instagram posts and just social media posts, and they're like, yo, homie, they've been trying like 6 or 7 times. And this my thing is, don't taunt your ops, man, because, and I'm not saying he did, but I'm thinking of the Young Dolph situation, RP to Young Dolph, but they missed a couple times too, and he still talk ish. And it's like, bro, you know, like you're just basically adding more fuel to the fire, man. Maybe let it go, be quiet about it, and you guys could be boss up and find a mutual agreement to do a song together. I mean, I'm still would like to see an updated Jeezy and Gucci Mane, you know, track. Because that's so icy used to be that track back in the day. And this is why we have, you know, Music Mondays, man. We have a lot of hits and stuff from back in the day. But Foolio has been killed after a words of his attorney being basically ambushed in a wake of an event celebrating his 26th birthday. Homie didn't even get to make it to 30 years old, bro. That's sad, bro. Really, really sad. In a statement, News 4 Jack's attorney Louis Fasco said that the rising Jacksonville rapper has hosted a birthday party at the Airbnb in Tampa on Saturday, June 22nd, which was shut down due to the number of people in attendance. So it must have been really popping over there. Max says making a music video at ops grave sites will get you killed, and I've seen that done too. Honestly, man, that's kind of not cool. I've seen that happen actually in 2 situations, but you're absolutely right. In the first situation, no, I want to say the first situation I saw that homie did that and went and poured liquor all over the person's grave and everything, and they got him back at like a little local family gathering. You know what I'm saying? Like a little get together, and they retaliated, and he's no longer here. So they put him right with them. You know what I'm saying? He says, Max says, he did that, J Polo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see. Julio born Charles Jones took to Instagram stories hours before his death and told followers that the party had been cut short by the police officers, who also kicked them out of the rental property. News 4 Jax reports that several social media posts had advertised the location of the party. Upon leaving the Airbnb, Fosco says that Foolio got a room at a nearby Holiday Inn, which is where he was killed. Wow, that's crazy. Says, according to Tampa NBC affiliate WFLA, local police confirmed that the shooting took place around 4:40 a.m. on Sunday morning, June 23rd, in the parking lot of the Holiday Inn located on the corner of Flower Avenue and McKelney Drive. Says, we What we have learned is that it is earlier in the investigation, 2 cars were shot at. Tampa Police Department Police Information Officer Joey Lewis told the station. In press release, Lewis later wrote, "The victim in the morning shooting is believed to be Charles Jones. Positive identification is pending confirmation from the medical examiner office. 3 other individuals were taken into a area hospital with gunshot wounds, but are expected to survive." So, I mean, they hit the one they wanted to hit and took out a few other, they hit the other ones, but they didn't take them all out. It says, this is the 4th time. I told you, see, this is the 4th time. I knew this was not the first time. This is the 4th time Foolio was targeted of a shooting in the many years. So, homie's obviously been, it's just like Tupac. He, RP to Pac, but he had got shot at several times and he had actually got hit. Pac, I think, got hit 5 times, one time in the elevator. Even one of them, I think, shot himself when he was pulling a gun out, which obviously he wasn't trying to do, but he's nervous, But yeah, this is not the first time we've, seen it where people get shot at multiple times. Young Dolph, it took him 3 times to finish the job. You know what I'm saying? People be really going at it. Max says, I saw the crime scene photos. It was gruesome, bro. All I saw, and I got the TMZ joint up there. I don't think I may play the video, I may not, depending on the audio. But it wasn't it from what I seen from that, and I'm gonna show that too as well. But I didn't. It's never pretty, man. Like, I'll tell you another one that really roasts me out too. While we're on the seeing it where the footage got out there through social media, PNB Rock RP. His one where he got shot up inside a restaurant joint, bro, and the way he was laid out. That shit, like, that fucked with me for like days, bro. I'm being 100. I hate I even clicked on the joint, but it was floating around like crazy. It says most recently the rapper was shot at in the early hours of October 7, 2023, according to the WTLV TV. Sources said his black Dodge Challenger was riddled with bullets, and he was transported to a local hospital with injuries there, where he said to survive. I saw that one where he had his foot out, and you can tell homie hadn't had a pedicure in a long ass time. But yeah, I remember that one where he got shot in the foot. Max says, yeah, these crime scenes are scary. Oh, are crazy. Yeah, they're definitely crazy. Says, Foolio reporter didn't cooperate with law enforcement regarding the shooting. However, a gruesome photo of, your words, Mac, says photo of what appears to be his foot with a bloody hole in the middle arch went viral online with days of an incident. I told you it was a foot. I remember, like I said, for me to not listen to nobody, this person's music, I know he was out there, on social media. So he was obviously doing something right. Even though technically whoever is upset with him, they just can't, they're not letting it go. Julio's family initially addressed the shooting on Instagram story, writing, "Keep Foolio, my son, in all your prayers. Was shot last night. He is in his hating city." So pretty much, I mean, Boosie kind of got a point with this one, even though it's kind of been debunked a little bit, but it's rare. They tell you got to move out your hood. When you make it, you got to move out. You got to move out of the area where you come from, low key, because you're gonna, if you're around the same people and you're doing way better than them, yeah, you're going to get hate, So you got to move. How should I explain this? So this what I was telling somebody, like they was looking for like a nice budgeted place in the area, whatever, to rent. And I was like, that's cool. But like when you find that, look in the area where you at and you can afford more than that, but you're trying to find another way to do this, that, and the third. Sometimes you ain't got no choice but to go to expensive neighborhoods where everybody kind of on the same level. Because if you come in there and they think that you're on a higher level, you're gonna be a target. Do you really want to be that? Now on the flip side, I play devil's advocate where some people are like, yo, I got family here, this and that, third. This is where I grew up. I don't want to move. So I've seen that. But Boosie is one of the people like, yo, from your city where you from, you get hated the most. He said it, and it's been most I'll say, if we're going to put accuracy for Boosie, I'll say maybe he's been almost 85 to 90% accurate with that quote. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Let me read through the rest of the article. Says they later followed up with a positive update on his condition, sharing a photo of the rapper in the hospital along with his caption, "Y'all know he's good." He also He was also the victim of gun violence back in 2021 when he claimed he dodged 100 shots by the grace of God. So this, yeah, they going through all the shootings. So and this was 2001. It says, on trade, I got right in the slides, emptied my whole clip. You boys goofy. I'm not dead, so stop faking for the internet. Foolio definitely bragged on social media at the time. That's another thing too. That's taunting your ops. You know, I shot back in self-defense. He added my gun and registered. If I did something illegal, the police would put me in jail. N-word did miss 100 shots, though. They must have thought I was lacking for sure. He says he was also shot in 2020 when traveling around Houston, and the near fatal exchange was turned into lyrics by his rival, Youngin Ace, as a part of his Vanessa Carlton sampling, Who I Smoke, Waikiki. Yeah, so like, I'm assuming that's what I seen floating, because I did see that he have a song like almost ready, like in a video shot for kind of similar to what's going on. It says, yeah. I didn't know these two were actually beefing. If they were, man, that's kind of not cool, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's not cool. Especially over, man. Let me say this, man. I'm gonna say it the nicest way I can say it. Like, us as a people in general, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this. Like, me and my brother and my family members was talking about certain areas, like where we grew up from, where police don't really police over there anymore because they're just letting the quote unquote animals wipe themselves out. You know, that's kind of, and making their job easier. That's not cool, man. Just imagine if we all come together and stick together, how far we could really go, and where you always gonna hate a little bit, but I mean, use that hate as motivation to get where that person is and do better. Max says rappers are dying like flies. He says facts, Jay Polo. We gotta do better. Yeah, we gotta come together, man. This is the thing. Honestly, strength is more than numbers, and we've seen this time and time again. In and outside of hip hop, if you think of like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, every time somebody try to rise up and actually get something started, and we usually knock down by our own situation, they just let us wipe ourselves out, But this is what TMZ got for Foolio video of the shooting aftermath. Let's see, they're playing this right here. I'm not gonna play the actual audio, but they got this up on here. Apparently, this is the Holiday Inn joint that he's at. I'm glad it did automatically start. Make sure no audio. Yeah, it's on mute, so I don't want to hear all that. But yeah, that's him apparently, I guess, coming on that stretcher. Dog, that's sad, man. I'm glad it's not too much like, yeah, this is like a little quick joint. Not too much is going on where we got to see the actual. I think I did see a picture of his car, though. Like where they shot that joint up. Yeah, that's the, oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. They shot that car up. Just caught him off guard, man. Shot the windows out. Damn. I feel bad, man. I don't like seeing stuff like that. I really don't. That's him on the stretcher. That's the car. Oh. And homie was only 26 years old. 26, bro. That's crazy. Let's see. Yo, Malcolm says, yo, what's good? What up? Y'all smash the like button as y'all come in and out. Max says, Nipsey death was horrible too. And Max says, Malcolm fire. Yo, Malcolm says, sheesh. Max says, salute. Yeah, Nipsey's situation was sad too, Brody. Like, they ain't had to do that. That man was trying to do what he needed to do to take care of his family. And come on, man. You don't want to have to, they didn't have to do that. So let's go ahead and transition to this. Keefe D pretty much secures a bond. I think I want to read this one. Keefe D posts his $750K bail ahead of Tupac's murder trial. So we're going to transition into that. Yo Malcolm says, car turned to Swiss cheese. More like I was going to say a shattered backboard, but I mean, like, bro, that's not cool at all. Yeah, R.I.P., man. I really hate R.I.P. to Nipsey. R.I.P. to all the great ones that we lost, man, that was going too soon, man. Right down the Pac in this situation. So it says Keefe D. Now this is the guy. If you guys aren't familiar, he came out of nowhere, started like admitting that he did it, but I don't think he was the actual trigger man. To the best of my knowledge, and allegedly the trigger man is pretty much it was Orlando Brown, which is Keefe D's nephew, if I'm not mistaken. But rumors is Keefe D handed him that thing to do Tupac in. My thing is this: why y'all didn't pull up and just fight him back? But then again, they most likely it would have been probably the other way around. But back in the day, in the early '90s, they used to fight a little bit more physically and just call it a day. Max says facts. Malcolm, I mean, he did shoot that joint up. But Keefe D even wrote a book about the situation. But I think what Keefe D thought, he had full immunity, which he already did. Basically, how they have the dude that's on the stand now, in the YSL case, Lil Woody, how he has full immunity, so that whatever he says in there, he's not supposed to be used against him ever, in any future like legal issues, or never he can be brought to any charges for that. But what Little Woody could be worried about, which apparently I don't think he's thought that deep into it, like the state, because this is a state-fed case, a state case with Young Thug them. My thing is like, yeah, if say like he, says all that stuff, he was probably worried like, well, what if the feds charge me? Federal and state cases, two different things. Like, I'll give you an example. The president can most likely what am I looking for? The president can actually pardon you from federal case, but state case they can't really pardon. If I'm not mistaken, they can't. That's got to be done by the local governor there to pardon you for the state, to the best of my knowledge. Now I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Max says, "What's crazy is the people are saying Keefe D wasn't even there." Bro, he said he was there. People, I heard, and that's the thing. It's so many contradicting stories. Like, homie, need just come out with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate these conflicting stories, but it happens. But Keefe D, who a long alleged involvement in the 1996 murder of Tupac, has offered to post his own bail in Nevada. Where he get the bread from? Which I had seen some people doing interviews. I'm not gonna give them no shine here, but said that they may go post them out as well. They have done Vlad interviews. I'll just leave it at that. It says, Keefe D wants to be out on bail. He is willing to put up his own money for it. Last September, Keefe D, legal name Dwayne D, or Doon D, or I'm going to say Doon D, was charged with the murder of Tupac. And after spending 8 months in the Clowning Park Detention Center, the 61-year-old is ready to be released ahead of trial in the murder case. So there you have. I mean, he probably had to come up with the bread. So somebody behind the scenes put some money up. Max says whack 100. There you go. I wasn't gonna say his name, but there you go. You know exactly where I was going with this. He said he was gonna do it. So why, I don't know. Says according to Las Vegas outlet KTNV, Keefe informed the Clark County courtroom on Thursday, June 20th, that he can cough up $750,000 for bail. He'll be expected to appear in court on Tuesday, June, which Judge Carly Kennery will detail the stipulations of Keefe D's release. So he's got a bun, $750,000. If he got to pay 10% of that, that's $75,000 still. So somebody's still coughing up a pretty penny. Let's see. Max says he's the feds, I swear. Vlad, man. I slowly stopped. I don't want to take shots at Vlad because I'm going to give him credit for his work or whatever, because he definitely grind and work hard. As you can see, look at this. There's the Vlad interview right there where homie just thought, like, come on, bro. It's one of those, I don't know. You just have to take the L. But at the same time, ain't no telling how much he charged for that interview. Because he didn't just do Vlad's, he did several. But Vlad videos one came out first, to the best of my knowledge. But yeah, this is what we saw right here. But honestly, dude, it's one of those, like, you got to speak where you can give yourself an out. He flat out owned up to this shit. It says, for years, Keefe D has shared that he was one of the 4 people in the white Cadillac beside Suge Knight's vehicle in September 1996, where Tupac sat in the passenger seat. Although Keefe accused his since deceased nephew Orlando Brown of being the trigger man. A bombshell allegation was made in court earlier this year when audio was shared of Keefe D discussing that Diddy offered $1 million hit on Tupac and Knight. Per The Sun, says Keefe also re-encountered his perspective of the murder in his 2019 book, Compton to Street Legend. Keefe's trial is scheduled to begin in November. So, I mean, I guess he want a little bit of freedom until then. My thing is this, dog, when talking too much really just goes wrong. And I don't know if it's true. Maybe this is part of the thing. Well, I thought Keefe, was it the feds that picked Keefe D up? If that's the case, maybe they're trying to tie in this whole Diddy situation, which we're going to transition to here in the next like 10 minutes. Let's see. Mac 285 says he knows too much. This is my thing, right? He says, I meant whack 100. Okay, got you. My thing is this, though. Keefe D, honestly, dog, you put the book out, they let it slide. Nobody, it must not have really moved like that until finally somebody decided to get this guy an interview, you know? And he just happened to put it on, and I'm giving Vlad his credit where credit is due. Vlad work ethic has got to be crazy because he's dropping, and I'm pretty sure he has a team now, but like, it's tough to drop one video a day, let alone he does like 3-4 videos throughout the day. Granted, he gets Boosie on there a lot. And I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it during the live. I think Boosie low-key getting over doing the Vlad interviews. If we're going to keep it real, I think he's getting over doing them. And to be honest, I'm getting tired of seeing him because, like, to be honest, man, how many more questions can he possibly have with Boosie? And I'm going to just leave it at that. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Let me read through this article real quick. Max says, Vlad is also infiltrated with Tupac. Man, yeah, he want, you know, and then Vlad always gives himself an out. He's like, yo, they come over and say all this stuff. But I'm like, you always do be trying to get people, and we've seen several people where Vlad has been accused of like, man, they came to your show, and that's how they end up getting caught up. Now I'm going to give Vlad an out. Just because he asked you the question, you don't have to go in the full. You need to be prepared. Any type of one, if you know you in that type of lifestyle, this and the third, and you know, hey, if anybody finds this out or if it goes too far, I could be in trouble. You don't probably need to cut a camera on and be in front of somebody. You know? Yo, Malcolm says, Boosie has turned into Vlad mascot. I think the next move, to be honest, I don't want to see no more Boosie interviews, dog. But I get Vlad is doing what he is. If it's working, if it ain't broke, why fix it? But to me, I would like to see them transition to like just cut into your own podcast style. Do our own podcast style like Cameron and chop that joint up. And that would be dope, I think. Like, to be honest, I'm just tired of the typical questions because it really gives Vlad. But to be honest, if y'all also notice, Vlad is also doing majority of the talking in the videos now. Boosie just be like nodding his head, like, you know what I'm saying? If he don't really agree with something, or he just either he just really tired. Max says, I agree, Polo. And then he got Malcolm with the, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm getting tired of the Vlad shit, and I think Boosie I wouldn't be surprised this year would probably be his last year doing Vlad interviews, bro. I don't think there's gonna be any beef, but I mean, keep in mind also Boosie got an ankle monitor on still too. I mean, so he really got to watch what he says. But we'll see how that goes. Let me read through this article real quick, and then we'll transition to the Diddy situation, and then we'll close out the last 10 minutes with Mr. Justin Timberlake. Tupac murder case had an extremely belated break last year, though the prime suspect will apparently not be held in the police custody for much longer. So this says reported that Keefe D, real name Dwayne Davis, has gathered the $750,000 required for his bond release from jail, and he waits the murder trial in Commerce in November, which could possibly push back. Who knows, man? Did he do it is the question. I don't know. Now, does he know? Was it really Orlando Anderson? Keep in mind, Pac did stump out. They. I don't know if y'all saw the video where Pac them had pulled up on Orlando Anderson. Pac through the joint and they like stomped him out. Like, bro, it was bad. I mean, I'm not saying what's right or wrong because I really hate Pac's going R&P, but you know what I'm saying. This can apply to Foolio from what people were saying too, man. And same with Pac, R.I.P. But the saying is simple, and I think you can actually find this on like a Tupac mural somewhere too. It says, "Live by the gun, die by the gun." You know what I'm saying? For the people who move, but some of these guys ain't got no choice. You know, Pac feel like he probably ain't had no choice. Foolio feel like he probably ain't had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Let me read through this real quick. It says, he will return to court Tuesday, June 25th, in which the judge is expected to lay down the terms and condition of his freedom from Clark County Detention Center. Additionally, there's possibility that he will also be questioned about how he secured the aforementioned fund. That's why I said, too. I feel like you should ask him. They're going to ask him pretty much, yeah, how you come up with the money? Because, you know, it took him a while. I mean, but then again, who the hell is sitting on $750,000? And even if it's 10%, $75,000, who's just sitting on that? And if you are, do you really want to give it all up? And then two, right? My thing is this: they should ask him because it's like, bro, you can't be making. What are you doing to make money? Or you know what I'm saying? But people have connections, and I guess maybe he has a connection like we thought. This dude is 61 years old. Court-appointed attorney positioned the court for the leniency earlier this year and claimed that his client poses no danger due to his disordering health. So pretty much, I mean, he's not a young man. So I assume at 61, not everything is probably not like it was when he was in his early 20s or however he was whenever he did the shooting or was involved in the shooting allegedly, because I don't know, I wasn't there, of Pac. It says a similar request was turned down in 2023 after Davis was deemed too dangerous for bail, as prosecutors pointed out that he was once a high-ranking member of the Southside Compton Crips. Furthermore, they also emphasized that the California native confused the rapper's murder multiple times in the past. Okay, so he confessed. They're saying no, he didn't confuse. He confessed to the rapper's murder multiple times. So did he do it or is he the trigger man? That's what I want to know. Who is the actual motherfucking trigger man? Yo Malcolm says, these rappers think it's sweet out here. Bro, you got to be careful. And I'm going to say this. Who was it? I want to say it was Kevin Gates and several other rappers said Jim Jones. A lot of people say like being a rapper is one of the most dangerous jobs it is to have, you know? And to be honest, I can see why they say that. Says the former member of who was diagnosed with cancer is the only person to ever be charged with Pac's murder in Las Vegas over 2.5 decades ago. Despite pleading not guilty, Keefe D has claimed that he has orchestrated the shooting multiple times before, most notably in his 2019 book. So, okay, so what I'm saying is, from what I got from that, he may not have been a trigger man, but he's the one who got the game plan together, which I was talking about this in the Sold Out Discord I want to say last Wednesday. Basically, bro, like, okay, cool. Maybe he's not the trigger man, but you're still guilty by, and this is the law eyes, like, you're an affiliate to the crime. You know what I'm saying? You're pretty much, yeah, you're guilty by association because you may have not been the trigger man, but you put together. So pretty much that is what it is. Like, guilty by association, or pretty much you're an accomplice. That's what I'm looking. That was the word I'm looking for. You're an accomplice to the crime, which makes you damn near almost just as guilty. Like, case in point, say like the trigger man had been alive allegedly. He got pled guilty to 60 years, right? I don't know how long he would have got, but let's say 60. Now, if the people, the accomplice, plead guilty, you're going to get probably, say like he gets 60, they'll give the accomplice 45. Still a long time, you know, but we're going to let you out 15 years early because you technically didn't kill him, but you're still going to do some time. Let's see, No Hype in the building says salute. Max says no hype, fire. What up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all commenting out. Y'all know I'm gonna be on this joint for like another 15. I'm gonna read through the rest of this article. We're gonna transition to the Diddy joint, and then we'll transition to Justin Timberlake to close out the drinking and driving situation. Let's see. The truthfulness of the content of the interviews was never verified. David's lawyer argued in his defense. The book and interviews were done by entertainment purposes and to make money from a situation that LAPD officers and others had already profited from. A little bit of a stretch, but we'll keep going. Reading the night of the shooting, Nevada prosecutors claimed that the legendary MC was involved in a brawl with the suspect's late nephew, Orlando Anderson. We've seen this time and time again. Y'all notice how I was able to spit all this back without even reading. This is just, I don't know if I did my research or I lived through this and watched this story be revealed by several different sources of what really went wrong. And VH1 used to be that source, I believe it. So I'm spitting the stuff I remember from VH1 right now. If y'all know what I'm talking about, when they actually used to talk music stuff. Nevada prosecutors claim that the legendary MC was involved in a brawl. Read that one. Who is believed to be have been in the car with Davis during the drive-by attack. Tupac Shakur was tragically shot and killed back in 1996 after he attended a Mike Tyson fight. The multi-discrepancy artist who cemented his legacy is less than a decade was only 25 years old at the time of the untimely passing. You think about that. Foolio 26, Tupac 25. Bro, I can't make this ish up, man. But let's transition to Diddy. We'll see how it goes with the Keefe D situation. I don't know. I mean, if he did it, why confess to it now, you know? But it says Diddy dropped $60 million lawsuit against Sean John and admits sexual assault allegation. I should say S.A., my bad, because YouTube really don't like that. So I'm going to say S.A. My bad, YouTube. Cut me a break. It says Diddy has reportedly dropped his $60 million lawsuit against his former clothing line, which I didn't even know he had one against Sean John, as he continues to battle multiple SA allegations. Sean John founded the brand, which uses his first and middle name in 1998 before selling 90% of the stake of Global Brands Group in 2016. I didn't even know he sold Sean John. I thought he still owned that joint. So he sold like 90% of it and kept, 10%? Which, I mean, if the sales are still coming, say like if he's bringing in, like $2 million a year, you get 10% of that, you still getting a nice little penny off the joint. I'm not going to read through like the Suge Knight joint, but it says like, in 2021, says the Bad Boy boss filed a number of lawsuits against the company claiming the misuse of his image and likeness to the market Sean John clothing without his consent. Diddy also accused global brand groups of using his image without permission in marketing collaboration with clothes manufacturer Misguided, while he also tried to secure the trademark to Vote or Die, which he claimed the company attempted to exploit. The Harlem-born mogul later took back control of the company, purchasing it for $7.5 million following the Global Brands Group bankruptcy, but continued his legal fight. Oh, wow. So he bought the company back, and he still held a lawsuit against him. Wow. So they gave him 90%. He sold it 90%, and then brought it back to own it 100% outright, and then just to continue. Wow, man. Diddy, cold-blooded, bro. I guess he need his coins. He not don't play about my money. He also now voluntarily dismissed all claims and countersuits involved in the case, according to All Hip Hop. Says the news come from Diddy as he hoorayed the key to New York, reconsigned by the city mayor Attic Williams after a video footage leak of him assaulting ex-girlfriend Cassie. So he had to get back his key to the city, which, I mean, what does it really unlock? Did that really bring Diddy any extra bread? I don't want to sound like I'm hating, but did it really bring him any extra bread? It says Diddy was served letters from the mayor's office who said that they were deeply disturbed by the CCTV footage of him assaulting a singer in 2016. So yeah, that was definitely messed up. Y'all know how I feel about Diddy, man. I know a lot of people say just go be an attorney the way I take up for the guy, but I'm not taking up for him. I just like to see like the Cassie joint that's in, good quality. He was wrong. And I don't think they just broke up right after that. So there's a lot more to that story is what I want to say. But wrong is wrong, man. You don't put your hand on a female. And I know there's certain situations where you may have. I'm not saying Diddy's was, but I'm just saying like, um, there's been certain situations where like a female, like they will put you in a position where you got to defend yourself, but you still need to also try to. I would think if you're in a rough spot like that, try to defend yourself to the best of your ability while trying to without harming. If anything, just try to like control the situation. We just got a new subscriber in the building. Alan Wakes CS just subscribed. Appreciate that, man. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all commenting out, man. That really means a lot, man. Seeing the subscriber growth. Definitely putting the work in and out. But Diddy, I just would like to see more to it. And my thing is this: there's a lot of allegations against Diddy, but again, nothing's really stuck. And then if you think the people that is suing him for the SA joint, I think because the statute of limitations is up for them to go after him criminally, to the best of my knowledge. But you can still like civilly for like money. You can still, it's a little bit more time, you know. And I think they were running close out of time for the suit. So who knows if any of it's true? And I'm gonna just leave it at that. It says Adams added in a letter that he stands with the survivors of domestic abuse and outlined that the key is used to recognize outstanding citizen. The mayor noted that Bad Boy mogul no longer fits that criteria. The New York City chief also provided the address to which Diddy could return the keys. The move, the marketed first time the key to the Big Apple, has been rescinded. Diddy reportedly received the letter on June 4th and returned a honor on June 10th. Adams has previously stated that he is looking into whether the key to the city could be redeclined during a TV interview. Says, I think all of us were deeply disturbed by watching the chilling video of the young lady being assaulted by him. He said the committee and the team will never rescind a key before, but yeah, they never did this before, but we are sitting down to see what the next steps forward are getting to be. Asked again in more direct fashion as if he was considered taking the honor away, Adam replied, we're taking everything under analysts and the team will come back to me with a final determination. So pretty much that wraps up the Diddy situation. We're getting through this pretty smooth and nice. And let's talk Mr. Justin Timberlake, DUI, DWI. Let me put myself on the main screen because to be honest, I want to look up the definitions between the two real quick. Just to kind of educate myself. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to see if I can do DUI versus DWI. Like, I don't need to know which state, no nothing. So, let's see where we're at. Let's see if I can find the terms. I think we got some stuff with some images with a chart. Let me see. Images. Let me see if I can get that on the main screen. Boom, right here. Let me share my screen. We're going to go boom right here. Should be sharing my screen. I just wanted, this is the breakdown. And this probably varies from state to state. So y'all take this with a grain of salt. But I got a chart up on the screen. It says driving under the influence. That's a DUI. Driving while impaired. So Justin Timberlake got driving while impaired. So I was using the wrong term earlier. So I just educated myself. My apologies. But let's see. Driving under the influence is pretty much blood alcohol level content above 0.08. And then for driving while impaired is blood alcohol content between 0.6 and a 0.08. So a 0.06 and 0.8. My thing is this, like, bro, it probably don't take much to get to these levels. You know, you should not be doing neither one of them first off. But my thing is, if you're going to be drinking, get somewhere and sit your butt down, bro. Before I even go over Mr. Timberlake's joint for the last 5 minutes. So for a DUI, which is under the influence, says first offense is a misdemeanor up to 1 year in jail, up to $1,000 in fines, license revoked for 6 months. Let's see, second offense, felony, up to 5 years in jail, up to $2,500 in fines. And this may be even a little bit old too. So we're just going to take this with a grain of salt, but I'm assuming they ain't doing nothing, probably increase it. Third offense, felony, 10 years in jail or prison. Let's see, up to $5,000 in fines, license revoked for 2 years. I mean, do you really want to lose your driving privileges, bro? And then I think there are certain situations, like I know in my state, they have it where you have to blow in the breath breathalyzer to even start the car. You can put that on there too, which is not cheap. So for DWI, which is driving while impaired, same kind of scenarios, but seems a little bit more or less lenient. I guess it says misdemeanor up to 6 months in jail, up to $500 in fines, and license revoked for 30 days. So the DUI or DWI isn't as bad, you know. Let's see, second offense and misdemeanor. Yeah, they go. Yeah, the thing is, and this is what Justin got, the DWI, driving while impaired. So most is gonna be a misdemeanor. He's not gonna be facing a felony. And his fines should be able to handle that no problem. And he's gonna have an attorney, obviously. So probably gonna get a lot of stuff he's probably gonna get whatever the bare bone minimum is, or maybe if the judge can even make it somewhat, less than that. But let me speed through this article real quick and then wrap things up here for the night. It says Justin Timberlake was arrested for driving while intoxicated earlier this week, and he was now expressed his gratitude to those who haven't stopped believing in him. On Friday, June 21st, the 43-year-old took to the stage at the United Center for the first of two nights in the city of Chicago. During the seat, he took a moment to reflect on his mistake while showing his love to those in attendance. Let's see, we have been together through ups and downs, left and rights, he told the crowd, who subsequently gave him a standing ovation as he got visibly emotional. It's been a tough week, but we're here and I'm here. I know I'm hard to love sometimes, but you keep loving me right back. So that's Justin Timberlake. Yeah, man, he was just feeling it. I'm not gonna sit there and say like nobody's perfect, bro. It says in mid-June, the global superstar was arrested in New York and arraigned the following day. The Crimea River hitmaker was pulled over by a Sag Harbor Police Department after he was observed operating a 2025 BMW southbound on Madison Street, failing to stop at a duly posted stop sign and failing to maintain his lane and travel. So, yeah, he saw some signs and they did what they had to do. Mac 285 says that Travis Scott was arrested recently too. I saw that. I think his was like disorderly and something else. I did see that. I think I actually posted that in the Sold Out Discord. I actually saw that. Let me get through the rest of this for the last few minutes, and then we'll wrap things up here for the night because we'll be coming up on that hour mark. It says Justin Timberlake allegedly refused a breathalyzer, as his lawyer Edward Burke Jr. later stated the charge was a single count because he refused to do the breath test. Mr. Timberlake was also charged with two other court citations: running a stop sign and not traveling in the correct traffic lane. He later added, "We took forward to the various defending Mr. Timberlake against these allegations. He will have a lot to say at the appropriate time. He is currently awaiting full discovery from the DA's office." So pretty much them doing the background of like what's really going on. And my thing is this. The thing is, he shouldn't have been under the car and nobody shouldn't have let him get him underneath that motherfucker driving. You know what I'm saying? I know he obviously regrets it, and I'm pretty sure he'll move better next time too, but at the same time, police got to do their job. Says the police report that the incident states that it was uncertain that the defendant who was operating said vehicle, and then also too, one that I was gonna say real quick, that breathalyzer situation, dog. When or if you got pulled over, they're gonna do a field sobriety test where it's like this joint, this, that, and the third. To keep it 100, I'm gonna just refuse all of them and say, man, just go. If y'all feel that way, just go ahead and let me go in so I can get bail. And then you got to fight it from that way, which is gonna be expensive. Anybody who had an attorney, not free, not cheap, a quote unquote good one. I've had 6 different attorneys that were supposedly had all top stars, and I still had to, maybe they did the best they could, but it never seemed like they did. To me, but I'm not gonna say who, what, this, and the third, because who's to say I won't have to need them again the way how things happen with me sometimes. But I say all that to say like that breathalyzer joint, man, just decline that. You don't have to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be 2 charges if you fail that joint. Now, on the flip side, if you pass that joint, then you're free to go, according to Dave Chappelle's skit. Don't quote me though. But he would still get a ticket because the driving in the lane kind of loosely and in the stop sign joint, Says the Polish report incident states that it was uncertain. Said read that one. He says uncertain that the defendant was operating said vehicle in an intoxicated condition and that his eyes were bloodshot red and glassy. They really were. Now, if you see that mugshot, he really, whatever he was really on that mother trucker, man. And I'm gonna show the image too at the last part real quick as I wrap things up. A strong odor of alcohol beverage was emanating from his breath. He was unable to divide attention. He had slowed speech. He also was unsteady on feet, and he performed poorly on all the standardized for field sobriety tests. Legal documents quote JT. I had only one martini, and I followed my friends home. He shouldn't have said that. Don't even say nothing. Just hop out the car and just do blah, blah, blah. Stop talking, because what you can and say will be used in a court of law. So you already admit that you had a drink. Hell, one drink, that could put you in that state depending how strong you make that mug. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying you got to keep that on there. So let me see if I can pull the picture of his bloodshot red eyes up on here. Did they have one up on here? No, that's a song. I'm going to see if I can just pull this mugshot real quick. And then we're going to wrap things up here for the night. I'm going to put myself back on the main screen. Boom, right here. Let me just Google Justin Timberlake's arrest, because I'm pretty sure that should get me there. Because I want y'all to decide, like, was he really what he looked like in this photo to y'all, dog? This is true. Deny everything. I'm trying to see if I can get a biggie shot of the photo, man. I got to get a biggie shot. This is a biggie shot. Pause. Screen share. That's the joint. Him right there. Look at his eyes. Look at this man's eyes. They're definitely bloodshot red. And to be fair, it could be the camera lighting, because the bright lights on your eyes will reflect. But I mean, homie definitely looked like he on something. So here it is right here, so you guys can see again. I don't know, but if one martini gets you on that level, dog, you did something else too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yo Malcolm says deny everything. Max says he looked intoxicated. Bro, woo, he looked like he hurting. Says Young Mom says I would have said I've been crying, bro. I mean, that's what it looked like though. It says he on that Fetty Wap. Hey, homie really his eyes look bloodshot. Now, I don't know what that means, man, but I mean, doesn't look like he I would have said I'm extremely tired, but either way though, you can also get in trouble for driving while like sleepy, because that's equivalent to driving while like you've been drinking, because that's just as dangerous. You falling asleep behind the wheel, not good. So if you're too tired, man, find a nearest stop and pull over. And I know like hotels and motels and stuff are not the cleanest and are expensive, man. But I mean, it's not worth it to put your life and somebody else's life at danger because you're trying to push it, And I've done that. I have been doing that one before, and thank God I stopped doing. I had one like scare, and I would never do that again because I was too tired. Let's see. Mac 285 says crying a river. I mean, he definitely bloodshot red, bro. Definitely. But we've been on the joint for an hour and 3 minutes. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel. We're going to wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate y'all for being active in the chat as well. Salutes to Dunks. Hopefully is able to drop on the sold out Discord coming Wednesday. Don't see much loaded up on sneakers, man. So we're going to see how this week's content go for sure. I've only saw 3 things loaded up, so maybe we're going to have some shock drops or something. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how that goes. But other than that, man, let me go and wrap things up here for the night and see what's up. You guys definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. And what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trying hauls. And y'all know this is Music Monday. I will be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Y'all know we talk a little bit from sneakers to music over there. And yeah, I will be back again. Y'all know I got more content on the way. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Yeah. where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For this door, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. High sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why.